Well, hello and welcome back to Tam Talks. I am so excited that you are joining us today on our podcast, or if you're watching on this YouTube video, this has been the best series that we're doing right now called Stuck to Unstoppable. If you've not joined us a few weeks ago, make sure you check out the resources up to this point. We're walking through the areas in our life that we feel stuck. What makes us feel stuck? Why are we stuck? And then what are the ways that we become unstoppable? Today, week 6, I'm going to talk to you about confidence. Now, confidence is an area that we all struggle with. There's so many times in our personal life that we don't feel confident. Maybe we think about the mistakes we've made. Maybe we think we're not educated. We haven't been schooled. We don't have wisdom. There's so many lies that we listen to in our life that make us feel we can't move forward, that we feel stuck. But this is an area that you can be unstoppable if you understand the confidence that you have. I want to share a scripture with you today, one of my favorite scriptures in the Bible, and it's actually found in Philippians 1:6. Philippians 1:6. And what this scripture says is being confident of this thing, that that's God, that He who began a good work in you will complete it until the day of Jesus Christ. Do you know that your confidence really is found in Jesus Christ? Do you know when you understand your identity and your worth and your destiny, that your future is in Jesus Christ? So let me just start by saying the foundation of your confidence must be found in Jesus Christ. And when you know without a shadow of a doubt that you are here on this earth with a plan, with a purpose, with an identity, with a destiny that God has placed in your life, you can walk in confidence. You know, I want to give you the definition of confidence, and I think this is so good. I want to encourage you to go back and write this down if you can't write it all down right now, because this will help you really deal with the confidence that you might be lacking in your life. Self-confidence is the understanding that you trust your own judgment and your abilities, and that you value yourself and you feel worthy, regardless of any imperfection or what others might say or believe about you. You see, self-confidence has to be in you. It's your self-confidence. You have to believe it. You have to decree it. You have to say it. You have to see it. Self-confidence starts with you. I want to take you through a chart, and this is one that I work with my clients a lot. And in this chart, there's 2 columns. There's one column that is the confident behavior. So it's the person that has confidence. You know, you see someone walk in a room, and there's just this confidence all about them. You look at them and you say, I wish I could walk with that authority. I wish I could walk with that confidence. So there is an area of self-confidence, but then there's the other person, the person that has the behavior that's associated with low self-confidence or low self-esteem. Let me walk you through these 2 columns and see which one you would say you feel you fit in. Number 1, you do what you believe is right even when others mock you or criticize you. That is a confident person. There's something in you and you say, I'm doing this because it's the right thing to do. Maybe it's a conviction, maybe it's an idea, maybe everyone is going with the crowd and you say, no, I won't go there, I won't do it, I won't say it. A confident person is so assured of what they do and what they say that they walk in their boldness. But the behavior that's associated with low self-confidence would say, you govern your behavior based on what other people think. So you try to get a consensus of the crowd. What's everyone doing? You're a crowd pleaser. You don't stand up for your conviction. You want to go with what everyone else. That's a person with a low self-confidence. Number 2, being willing to take risk and to go the extra mile to achieve better things. So you're a risk taker. You're somebody who says, you know what? I don't care what everyone else is doing. I will take a risk. I will again go against the crowd because it's the right thing to do. But those who have low self-confidence, they stay in their comfort zone, they fear failure, and they avoid risk. Which one of those plays out in your life? Number 3, The person with confident behavior can admit their mistakes and they can learn from their mistakes. They're willing to say, you know what, I messed up there. That was not a good decision. That was not a good choice. And they have the confidence to take the authority in their life and say that was not a good decision. But a person with low self-confidence, they work hard to cover up their mistakes. And they basically try to fix the problem on their own, and they make excuses for what they've done. If you find yourself making excuses for your choices, then you have low self-confidence. And then here's another one. People that have high confidence are people that they wait to be congratulated. They don't have to have everyone congratulate them on their accomplishments. They don't sit around and say, how did I do? What do you think? They walk with the confidence that the choice they make was the right choice. And they don't need to be stroked. They don't need to be fueled. They don't need to everyone give them the accolades. On the other side is the person who's looking for virtues, looking for accolades, looking for everyone to tell them. If you find yourself looking for everyone to tell you what a great job you've done, then you lack self-confidence. You might find it like this. If you say to somebody, how did I do? How did that sound? You text someone afterward and you say, what do you think? You lack confidence if you need the approval of everyone else. And then the last one is you accept the compliments graciously when they do come to you and you say, thank you. I've worked very hard on that. That's a confident person. A person who has low self-confidence is someone who dismisses the compliments. And they say things like, oh, really, it was nothing. Oh, do you think so? And instead of receiving it, they're diminishing it. And you can tell a lot about yourself, my friend, by the way you receive a compliment and whether you need a compliment. So let me take a moment and talk to you. We've talked about a person that is unstoppable in their life, a person that's moving forward, is a person who's confident. So in our time together, I want to give you a few steps and a few areas that you can literally begin to work on your self-confidence. These are ways to begin to build your personal confidence. Number one, finish what you started. Finish what you started. Do you know that you will build your self-confidence if you finish the task that you started? I coach so many of my clients who struggle so much with finishing something. So let me say to you right now, if you have something on your to-do list, make sure that you finish it, because what it does is it builds up confidence in your own life. We live in a day where everybody has so many ideas and they're flipping from one idea to another idea. I'll try this, I'll try that, I'll do this, I'll do that. And they're not finishing anything. Do you know when you finish a task, it builds self-confidence in you? So make sure you're finishing those things that you've finish those things you've started with. Number two, monitor your progress. Monitor your progress. You know, a lot of us get frustrated because we see how far we need to go instead of how far we have come. I was just chatting with my daughter the other day, and she's bought a house that needs a lot of work. And she said to me, Mom, I just don't feel like we're getting anywhere. And she was so frustrated. She lacked confidence that she was getting anywhere with the project. And I stopped and I said, Jen, let's look at everything you've done. We sat down on her couch and we began to look around her house. We looked at before pictures and now after pictures. And within a few moments, she started seeing how far she has come, how much she has done. If you don't monitor your progress, all you're going to see is how far you have to go. So make sure you're writing down in your own personal life and in the projects that you have in your life, how far you have already come. That will help you with confidence. Number three, be fearless. Be fearless. Take some risk. Get out of your comfort zone. Try some things you've never tried. I had a friend ask me the other day if I wanted to play pickleball. What's pickleball? I said. It's a new sport that everybody's playing. And I said, I'll give it a try. I went on Amazon, I bought me a racket, and next week I'm going to play pickleball. I don't know what it is, but I'm risking doing something outside my realm of athletics or sports or understanding. I Googled a few YouTube videos. I'm learning why. Because if you don't get outside the norm of your own life, you will never build self-confidence. Set a goal for yourself. Many of you, if you follow me, you know that I want to on my bucket list, and one of the things I can't wait to do is to walk the El Camino in Spain. So I've started walking about 6 to 8 miles every day to prepare myself for the El Camino. I'm getting outside my risk. I'm risking and getting outside the norm of what I would normally do in my life because I want to challenge myself. That's how you build self-confidence, is you have to get outside the norm of what you typically do. So be fearless. Number 5, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. You know the definition that I just read to you? Self-confidence comes when you believe in yourself. It doesn't matter how many people told me that was a great podcast, that was a great YouTube video, thumbs up, great job. It doesn't matter what you say about me. It matters what I think about me. If it's not coming from inside, it doesn't matter how many people tell me I do a great job if I don't believe I did a great job. So my self-confidence has to be belief in myself, that I was articulate, that I was planned, that I know where I'm going, that I know what I'm doing. If I don't believe it, it doesn't matter how many people do. So listen, I'm looking at some of you on my YouTube video right now. I'm speaking to some of you on this podcast right now. Do you believe in yourself? That's why it's called self-confidence. Look in that mirror. Believe that there's destiny, identity, and worth in your soul, and walk forward in who God created you to be. Believe in yourself. And then next, 6, think long term. It is step by step. You are not going to get into the future of where you want to go except step by step. It's a journey. It's a process. It's a lifetime. Confidence is day by day walking in the right direction. And I want to say to you right now, whether it's an idea you're working on, a book you're writing, a film that you want to make, something you want to do, it's step by step. So let me ask you, can you see the end result? Do you know vividly what it looks like? I was sharing with someone the other day that when I wrote one of my books, I was so determined that I would finish that book that I literally started planning my launch party before I finished the book. I went shopping. I bought my outfit for my book launch. I knew I had a friend that was going to host the party for me. I literally knew that I was going to finish that book, and I prepared for it in advance. If you so know the end result of your destiny, you will begin to prepare for it. So there was no backing out for me. There was no, by the time I got to chapter 6, saying, I don't think I'm going to finish this book. I had already planned for my launch party. So make sure that you know the end result. Think long term. What is it going to feel like? What is it going to look like? And hey, was it tough? Yeah. Was I discouraged when my editor came back and said, this chapter's not going to work, rework it? Yes, absolutely. Week after week after week, but I was determined to finish the book. And one book led to a second book, which led to the third book, which was a trilogy that I am so proud of that I finished because I knew my end result. I had confidence in the project. I had confidence in myself. And then lastly, don't allow others to discourage you. This isn't about them, it's about you. Again, it's called self-confidence. There will always be naysayers. There will always be there who say, yeah, I tried that, it didn't work for me. Oh, you've tried before. Don't listen to the discouraging voices in your mind or around you. Know that there is an outcome that you will finish. It's called self-confidence because it is the confidence that you have in yourself. Let me tell you what, stuck to unstoppable, get rid of all of those things in your life that are keeping you from moving in your future. And you, my friend, will be unstoppable when you understand self-confidence. Know what you want to do, take the steps to get there, and you will be on your way to becoming the person that God created you to be. I thank you so much for joining me in this short little podcast that we've had together or on our YouTube video. I want to encourage you to join me on all of my social media feeds. You can find me on Instagram, on Facebook. You can check me out on my website, TammyHotzonpiller.com. And please share these with friends. I think these tools are beneficial and encouraging. I appreciate you so much, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Have a great day. God bless.